If you've ever wanted to start collecting Pokemon cards without opening a single pack, then this video is for you. Sealed Pokemon products can go up in value fast or slow, but only if you know what to collect and when to buy. In this video, I'll show you how to start your sealed collection the smart way, whether you're saving for the future or just love keeping things in mint condition. Stick around because a few of these tips can help you save hundreds of dollars. Trading singles for sealed, the secret strategy that most collectors should be doing. One of the most overlooked strategies for building a sealed collection is leveraging single cards you already own. I've personally used this method to acquire sealed products without spending additional money. Here's my exact process. I buy single cards at around 70% of market value through Facebook Marketplace or local card shops or collection buyouts. Then I trade these at 100% market value towards sealed products. It's like getting a 30% discount on every sealed item that you actually acquire. For example, last month I was able to acquire a Sea and Sky Crown Zenith Ultra Premium Collection box, the one that you see right behind me, and I traded this for a Mewtwo V-Star card plus a few other raw cards. That Mewtwo V-Star card that I acquired and those raw cards I bought from someone else at 70% market value. So by trading these at 100% market value, I was technically able to get this Sea and Sky box for 30% off. And so just like that, I acquired a sealed product for 30% off when I only spent 70% out of pocket for it. Now I should mention that finding people willing to trade their sealed products isn't always easy. Most sealed collectors tend to hold onto their items rather than trade them away. But with persistence and by building relationships in the community, these opportunities do eventually come, especially when you have singles that other collectors really want. While trading can be an excellent strategy, it's not the only way to build your sealed collection. In fact, the most reliable method is finding products at their original retail price. MSRP hunting. How to find sealed products at original price. The absolute best way to start your sealed collection is by finding products at MSRP or manufacturer's suggested retail price. This approach gives you the maximum potential for future appreciation since you're starting at the lowest possible price point. When hunting for MSRP products, you'll need to focus on currently printed sets like Prismatic Evolutions, Journey Together, or Scarlet and Violet base sets. Older sets will almost always command premium prices above MSRP, making them less ideal starting points for new collectors. Here's why I've had the most success finding sealed products at MSRP. First, you have major retailers like Target and Walmart. These stores typically stock new releases at MSRP, but timing is everything. I've found that visiting on weekday mornings, especially Thursdays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays when many restocks happen, give you the best chance of finding fresh inventory. Then you've got GameStop and Best Buy, and these electronic retailers often have Pokemon products, but they run out fast. So think like the Friday release dates. Barnes & Noble's surprisingly also can be a goldmine for finding sealed products. I have yet to see an Elite Trainer box at this location, but I've seen others acquire it. One crucial tip that many collectors often miss is always ask customer service if they have Pokemon cards in the back counter. Many stores keep their trading cards behind the counter or in storage to prevent theft. A simple question has helped me score Elite Trainer boxes that never even made it to the shelves. But what if you want to guarantee you get products at MSRP without the hassle of store hunting? That's where pre-orders come in. Pre-order power, securing products before they sell out. Pre-ordering upcoming sets is one of the smartest strategies I've used to build my sealed collection. By reserving products before they're released, you lock in MSRP pricing and avoid the frustration of hunting down products after they've hit stores. I personally use PokeNotify, who is kindly sponsoring today's video, to get alerts when pre-orders have become available for upcoming sealed products. This is exactly how I secured Elite Trainer boxes for Black Bolt and White Flare at MSRP, while others were left scrambling thinking how to actually get these ETBs. PokeNotify sends instant notifications when pre-orders go live at major retailers, giving you a crucial advantage in securing the products before they sell out. You can sign up using the link in the description for a free 3-day trial, and if you use the code PalettePicks25, you'll get 25% off your first month. The pre-order strategy works especially well for highly anticipated sets that are likely to sell out quickly. By planning ahead, you can build your collection systematically rather than relying on lucky finds. Now that we've covered how to acquire sealed products, let's talk about what types of products you should actually be collecting. Strategic selection. Which sealed products are worth collecting? One of my biggest mistakes when starting my sealed collection was grabbing whatever I could find without considering long-term collector demand. I initially focused on tins, only to discover that there really isn't a strong market for sealed Pokemon tins compared to Elite Trainer boxes, for example. Based on my experience and market research, here are the sealed products that tend to perform better over time. First, you have booster boxes, and these are 36-pack boxes, and these are the gold standard for sealed collectors. They take up relatively less space for their value and have consistent demand among both collectors and players. Then you've got Elite Trainer boxes. These beautifully packed boxes contain sleeves, accessories, and multiple packs. They're visually appealing for display and have strong collector demand, especially Pokemon Center exclusive versions. Then you have Ultra Premium Collections or UPCs. These often include special promos, metal cards, and often other exclusive items. The Charizard UPC is a perfect example of how these can appreciate significantly over time. I've personally set a goal to collect every Elite Trainer box released, along with select Ultra Premium Collection boxes. This focused approach gives my collection a theme while ensuring I'm investing in products with proven collector demand. Whatever products you choose to focus on though, remember that the condition is still pretty crucial for sealed collecting. Pristine preservation. Keeping your sealed collection in perfect condition. When it comes to sealed collections, condition is still everything. Even minor damage to the plastic wrap or box can significantly reduce a product's value and appeal. Here are my essential tips for maintaining your sealed collection in pristine condition. Handle with care. Always lift boxes from the bottom and never buy the plastic wrap, which can stretch or tear. Store in a cool, dry place. Heat, humidity, and direct sunlight are enemies of sealed products. They can cause plastic wrap to shrink, colors to fade, and boxes to warp. Consider protective cases. For high-value items like vintage booster boxes or Elite Trainer boxes, investing in acrylic display cases provides an extra layer of protection. Avoid stacking. When possible, display boxes side by side rather than stacking them because that can damage them or cause pressure to the lower boxes. I learned this the hard way when I was storing my Paradox Rift Elite Trainer boxes, where I realized that because I was stacking them, it was kind of causing damage to the top plastic of the bottom box. Now I keep my entire collection in a dedicated display case in my closet, and I don't stack any of them. The care you take in preserving your sealed collection directly impacts its long-term value, which brings us to an important consideration for any sealed collector: value appreciation. Why sealed products often outperform singles. One compelling reason to start a sealed collection is the potential for value appreciation over time. I've noticed an interesting trend in the Pokemon market where sealed products tend to grow in value more consistently than raw single cards. A perfect example is Temporal Forces, which recently hit the 1-year mark. The sealed products from this set have appreciated more than the raw singles from the same set. This isn't always the case for every set, but it's a pattern that I've observed repeatedly in the market. But why does this happen? Sealed products have a unique appeal that singles can't match. First, they have the scarcity factor, where once a set goes out of print, the number of sealed products can only decrease as people open them. Then you've got opening potential. Sealed products maintain the excitement of possibly containing high value cards. You've also got the display appeal, where sealed boxes are designed to be visually attractive, making them desirable display pieces. And you also have completeness. A sealed product represents a complete, untouched piece of Pokemon history. This doesn't mean that you should view your collection purely as an investment. I mean, you can if you want, but collecting should be enjoyable first and foremost. But it's reassuring to know that a well-maintained sealed collection often holds or increases its value over time. As your collection grows, you'll need to consider practical matters like storage and display, space considerations, managing your growing collection. One aspect of sealed collecting that took me by surprise was how much space these products require. Elite Trainer boxes, tins, and especially Ultra Premium collections take up a pretty good amount of room as your collection expands. Before diving deep into sealed collecting, consider where and how you'll store these items. Here are some approaches that I found to be effective. First, you've got dedicated display shelving. So these are shelves basically that allow you to accommodate products of different size while showing them off. Make sure that you're storing them in a climate-controlled storage. So for collections that exceed display space, ensure that any are stored in a dry and temperature-controlled area. And you can also use a rotation system where some collectors display a portion of the collection and then periodically rotate it out so that they always have something fresh and exciting to look at. Right now, I'm starting with just a simple shelf in my closet, but that should be good enough to hold a lot of Elite Trainer boxes. The space requirement is basically another reason to be strategic about which products you collect. Focusing on items that you truly love or that have the strongest collector demand helps ensure you're making the best use of your available space. Now, speaking of being strategic, let's talk about how to set meaningful goals for your sealed collection. Collection goals. Finding your sealed collection focus. Having clear goals for your sealed collection helps guide your purchasing decisions and gives your collection purpose. Without specific goals, it's easy to end up with a random assortment of products that lack cohesion or personal meaning. Here are some popular collection goals that can help you focus. You can complete set ETB collections, which means collecting every Elite Trainer box from a specific era, like Sword and Shield or Scarlet and Violet. You can have a special edition focus, so you can concentrate on premium releases like Ultra Premium collections or special anniversary products. You could also have a favorite Pokemon theme where you're collecting sealed products featuring your favorite Pokemon on the box art. You could also collect vintage sealed, which means focusing on older products from Wizards of the West Coast era or early Nintendo sets. My personal goal is to collect every Elite Trainer box released, along with select Ultra Premium collections that feature exceptional artwork or special significance. This gives my collection a clear theme while still allowing some flexibility to add unique items that catch my eye. Whatever focus you choose, make it meaningful to you. The most satisfying collections reflect the collector's personal interests rather than just trying to collect every single sealed product out there. Starting small, building your collection one product at a time. If you're feeling overwhelmed by all this information on how to start, remember that every impressive sealed collection starts with just a single item. You don't need to acquire everything all at once. In fact, a methodical approach often leads to a more thoughtful collection. Here's how I recommend getting started. First, choose one current set that appeals to you and try to find its Elite Trainer box at MSRP. Set up pre-order alerts for the upcoming set to secure products at retail price using PokeNotify. Join online communities to learn more about restocks and connect with other collectors. Create a wish list of sealed products that you'd like to add to your collection over time. Allocate a specific budget for sealed collecting to avoid overspending. My collection began with a single Tribe Blister booster pack. And with that, I now have a few Elite Trainer boxes that I found from Target and online. So with my sealed collection, each is carefully selected and preserved. So remember that sealed collecting is a marathon, not a sprint. You don't have to collect everything all at once right now. The joy comes from gradually building your sealed collection over time based on your collecting goals. Balancing opening versus keeping sealed. The collector's dilemma. One of the greatest challenges for any Pokemon collector who is collecting sealed is deciding when to open and what to keep sealed. That excitement of cracking open packs never fully goes away, even when you're fully committed to building a sealed collection. The balanced approach that worked for me is to ideally buy 2 of each special product that you're collecting, which means 2 ETBs or 2 Ultra Premium collections. One you'll keep sealed and one that you'll actually enjoy just to open. You could also set opening occasions, so just recently it was my birthday, so I decided to actually open up one of my sealed collection products. You can also maintain a separate opening budget, which means to allocate funds specifically for products you intend to open. It's separate from your sealed collection budget. This approach has helped me enjoy the immediate gratification of opening packs while still building a meaningful sealed collection. It's all about finding the balance that works for your collecting style and budget. As your sealed collection grows in value, being able to make sure that you don't come across any fake products becomes increasingly important. The Pokemon market unfortunately includes fake products, and these items have been opened, valuable cards have been removed, and then they've been resealed. So what I've learned is that make sure you know the factory sealed patterns, which are genuine Pokemon products have consistent factory sealed patterns. Study these so that you can spot irregularities. Make sure that you look for tampering signs, so make sure to look for any glue residue or unusual creases in the plastic, and seal patterns that don't match the authentic examples. Ideally, try to purchase from authorized resellers or trusted sellers to reduce your risk of encountering fake product. Make sure you examine the box condition because you want to have a crisp corner and clean edges on your Elite Trainer boxes or Pokemon TCG products. I once almost purchased something that seemed like a great deal on an Elite Trainer box to only notice that the plastic wrap had been ripped, and for me, that was not a good buy. Being vigilant saved me from adding an inauthentic item to my collection. As you become more experienced, you'll develop an eye for authentic products, which is essential for maintaining the integrity of your sealed collection. If you're interested in learning more about how to trade up in value for sealed products, make sure to watch this video next.